As seen on the previous slide, blood typing alleles for humans are an example of codominance. This is because there are two dominant alleles, both A and B, that when they are present will both be expressed separately and equally. The separate part is important here, as both the A and B alleles are expressed and do not take over one another, resulting in that AB blood type. But there are other examples of two dominant traits that exist for one gene where they are expressed together instead of being separated, which creates a new phenotype. The 4 o'clock flower opens its flowers in the late afternoon. This flower demonstrates incomplete dominance. Incomplete dominance will result in a phenotype that is an intermediate form, creating what looks to be a mixed phenotype of the two dominant alleles. These flowers come in red and white. The letter uppercase C is used to represent the color, with superscripts of R and W for the colors. You see that for white flowers, uppercase C, superscript W, and uppercase C, superscript R for red flowers. As you can see here, when you cross the red and the white flower, all the offspring show an intermediary type, pink. It appears as if the colors are blended, even though the two dominant alleles are still separated in the genome. You can see that when two pink flowers are crossed, the red flower and the white flower phenotypes reappear. This is different from codominance, which shows a phenotype expressing both colors separately. You can see if this were codominance instead of complete dominance, the white flower and red flower cross produces a red and white striped flower, where both the red and white are expressed on their own. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, creating a total of 46. The first 22 pairs of chromosomes are called autosomes, and the 23rd pair are called the sex chromosomes, as they determine if the person is male or female. Chromosomes found at the 23rd pair are labeled as either X or Y. The X chromosome is larger than the Y chromosome. While all the other chromosomes are homologous, the X and Y are not. Because females have XX, during meiosis, each egg will have an X chromosome. Males have XY, so half the sperm produced will have an X chromosome and half will have a Y chromosome. If the offspring receives an X chromosome from both parents, they are female with 2 X chromosomes, XX. If the child receives a Y chromosome from the father, they are male with 1 X and 1 Y, or XY. Embryos of both sexes are identical until about the 8th week after fertilization. Alleles on the X chromosome will result in high levels of estrogen and progesterone, resulting in the development of female reproductive organs. Genes located on the Y chromosome are responsible for the development of male reproductive organs due to high levels of testosterone. Since the Y chromosome is smaller than the X, it carries less genes, about 70 genes for the Y, and about 800 for the X. Using a karyogram, images as seen here, you should be able to identify the sex of an individual by simply viewing the sex chromosome and determining if they are XX or XY. A sex-linked trait is any trait that has its position on either the X or Y chromosome. Traits carried on the sex chromosomes affect one sex more than other. An example of a sex-linked disorder is hemophilia. Hemophilia is a bleeding disorder which causes the blood to not clot correctly. People with hemophilia are at risk of bleeding to death from what normally would be considered a minor injury, such as bruises. To show this in a Punnett grid, you use the superscript with the letters X and Y representing the sex chromosomes. This trait is carried on the X chromosome and not the Y. Let's go over each possible genotype and phenotype connected to this disorder. XX is a female, and 2 uppercase H's as superscripts would be not affected. XX is a female, but 1 X having an uppercase H and 1 X having a lowercase h would represent a carrier. XX is again a female, but if both of the superscripts are lowercase h's, it is an affected female. XY is a male, and if the X carries the uppercase H, it is a not affected male. XY is a male, but if that X has the lowercase h, the male is affected. There is no superscript on the Y, as there is no allele for hemophilia on the Y chromosome. Here is an example of how this disorder can play out in a Punnett square. It is important to notice that males cannot be carriers. They either have the disease or do not. Females can be carriers. It is rare for females to show this disorder, as they must receive 2 affected X chromosomes. Males, because they have only 1 X, they have hemophilia if they receive the affected X chromosome. Other examples of sex-linked disorders are color blindness in humans, Duchenne muscular dystrophy in humans, white eye color in fruit flies, and calico tortoiseshell fur color in cats. You probably have heard of a pedigree when talking about an animal, such as a dog or a horse. But the term pedigree means the ancestral history of an organism. Pedigrees can be used to show how a trait is passed from one generation to another. The pedigree chart uses symbols to represent each individual. A circle is female, and the square is male. If the circle or square is colored in, that indicates that the person has the trait in question. If the circle or square are not colored in, that indicates that the person does not have the trait. Occasionally, you will see the circle or square half-colored, which indicates that the person does not exhibit or express the trait, but is a carrier of that trait. A disorder can be autosomal recessive. This means that the trait is carried on one of the chromosomes 1 through 22, and in order to show the disorder, the individual must inherit 2 recessive alleles, one from each parent. You can see this in the pedigree here. You know this is autosomal because both males and females are affected equally, and you know that this is recessive because you have 2 parents who are not affected, but have offspring that are. Examples of autosomal recessive disorders are cystic fibrosis, sickle cell, and albinism. A disorder may be also autosomal dominant, which means the trait is carried on one of the chromosomes 1 through 22, but the individual need only inherit one dominant allele to show the trait. You can see this example as autosomal because both males and females are affected somewhat equally, and it is dominant because you see 2 parents who have the trait but have an offspring without the trait. If this had been recessive, 2 parents with the trait would have all offspring with the trait. An example of an autosomal dominant disorder is Huntington's disease or Huntington's chorea. This is caused by a dominant allele, uppercase H. This is a disease that is debilitating and causes severe nerve damage, but the symptoms do not show until later in life, usually in the 40s. A person who has Huntington's may not know it until after they have had children. The individual only needs to inherit one uppercase H to show symptoms. These symptoms include difficulty walking, swallowing, speaking, and holding objects. It eventually results in death. This is one reason why it is discouraged or illegal in most societies for siblings or other close relatives to have children together. While Huntington's disease is rare in the general population, among closely related individuals, it is much more frequent. The other pedigree shows sex-linked disorder hemophilia. You know that it is sex-linked as males are affected much more frequently than females, and we see that there are female carriers. Remember that sex-linked disorders are carried on the X or Y chromosome, usually the X, and females pass the affected X to their sons. As males receive the Y chromosome from their father and that Y is not affected, males cannot pass that trait to their sons. Earlier, we talked about multiple alleles, where there is one gene for a trait, but there are more than 2 alleles. One such trait is the ABO blood system. While there is one gene, there are 3 different alleles resulting in 4 different phenotypes. This is called discrete variation, which we see with dominant and recessive alleles. For example, you either have PKU or you do not, just as you can only have blood type A, B, O, or AB. Do not confuse multiple alleles with polygenic. Polygenic means many genes, and there are many traits that have more than one gene controlling it. Each gene has 2 alleles, so you can see that a trait with several genes can have many possible phenotypes. It's thought that most traits in humans are too complex to be controlled by only one gene, meaning they are polygenic. When there is an array of possible phenotypes, that is called continuous. Think of traits that can be placed on a continuum. Those are polygenic traits. Skin color is an example. We do not see only a few skin colors, but instead see hundreds of slight variations of skin color within skin tone. Other examples of continuous variation are height and IQ. When you plot continuous variations on a graph, you should see a bell curve, while discrete will show a bar graph. A box and whisker plot is used to represent continuous variables. In order to make a box and whisker plot, several values must be calculated. Quartiles are determined by entering the data points in a spreadsheet or calculator. There will be a median number as well as a maximum and minimum. Quartile 1 is the middle value between the median and the lowest value in the data set. This is the 25th percentile, which is another way to express the number of data points below this level. 1/4 of the data is found below this level. Quartile 2 is the medium data point at the 50th percentile, and quartile 3 is the middle number between the medium and the highest value in the data set, the 75th percentile. The IQR is the interquartile range and measures the spread of data, defined as the difference between the 75th percentile and the 25th percentile. This is the box part of the graph. The whiskers show the minimum and maximum values. If you multiply the IQR by 1.5 and add this value to quartile 3 or subtract it from quartile 1, you can determine if you have a value that may be considered an outlier and should not be used as part of your whisker.